Well, first off, congrats on such a fun and fresh take on this classic story. Please tell us this movie was as much fun to work on as it looked.
Too much fun, a dangerous amount of fun.
Is that such a thing as too much fun? Maybe in this case.
I think when you have to get up at like 4:30 the next morning, you're like, ugh.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Isabella, what about you?
Oh yeah. I don't know. Like when it comes to other films and things that I've worked on, I usually end up just staying close to the people that are closer to my age or whatever. But I actually still talk to Gloria. I still talk to even Ruben Rabasa, who was Theo Walter, who's 84 years old. Like I go see him when I'm in Miami. So like that speaks to how close we all were. And
one big family.
So beautiful. Yeah.
I love that so much. And I have to say, I just got married a few weeks ago. So watching this movie, it really brought back that whole process for me. So I definitely appreciated seeing this again in a fresh new light. And Chloe, we need to know if you drew specific inspiration from Martin Short's wedding planner character, or if you were just going for a straight up 2022 influencer vibe, because you definitely nailed it.
Right. I definitely was like, 2022, I watch a lot of like millennial grifter documentaries and read all those articles, and I'm so fascinated by it. But I'm lucky that, I got to work with Martin Short when he was weirdly my dad. I feel like it was like a Kamala Harris Passover thing. But just watching him work and how free he is, and there's improv happening and surprises, I think I was subconsciously like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. And we ended up having a lot of improv and riffing on set that definitely made it in the movie. And I owe that to Mr. Mann.
That's wonderful. And have you ever officiated a wedding before? I guess either of you. Would you? Maybe after this, not so much.
I might, for the person, depending on the person.
Yeah.
It was like, I think it was like challenging even. Yeah, well, I don't want to give anything away, but I can't even
stay away from spoiler territory.
I could barely speak at like a high school graduation, so I really don't trust myself with being appropriate.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Isabella, Cora is a creative soul with a dream outside the more traditional path her father is expecting of her. As a young actress who pursued entertainment and found success, how much did you relate to that part of her journey?
Yeah, I was definitely the black swan of the family. My mom was a nurse growing up, my dad a firefighter, and I was also from Cleveland, Ohio. So that's not really the normal start for an actor. I find lately it's just nepotism, but thankfully I made it. I think I don't know. Everyone has their own version of success, but I think along the way, when it came to being Cora in this movie, I think it was really funny because she does seem like the black swan and not really like she fits in, but I find she has so much in common with Billy, and they actually do have a lot to relate on, and especially when it comes to their stubbornness. So it was really cute behind the scenes and on camera, my relationship with Andy and how it changed and grew.
Yeah, both of those characters really kind of pulled themselves up and carved their own path, right? And it takes a while for them to see eye to eye on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved it.
I must say, even a season designer would have their work cut out for them, making 6 bridal gowns in a month. Did you get to work closely with the costumers or learn more about that side of the industry?
I actually learned how to sew using machine, and I found it was super fun, and finding out about the different fabrics and getting to learn how to tailor properly was really a great time. And it goes to show, each project is so different and so fun, and this one felt like a vacation, and it was amazing.
Yeah, amazing. Had either of you, did you watch the Steve Martin or Spencer Tracy versions recently to prepare or brush up? What are your favorite moments from those classics?
Ooh, that is a good.
From the Steve Martin one, I really loved the scene where they're playing basketball. I thought that was really, really cute.
A nice bonding moment there for sure.
I think it was Gaz's favorite moment too. And that was like our first moment bonding, which we both loved that scene.
Yeah.
That's sweet. God. Anything come to mind, Chloe?
I mean, I definitely, I was like when someone like falls out of I don't know, all those like Nancy Meyers moments where it's like, oh God, oh God, I fell you know, like that always makes me laugh. People just
Yeah,
falling out of
definitely.
a building, or like, I'm just saying, my white dude. Oh no! Oh, you know.
Nailed the mannerisms. That's for sure.
Very good.
Yeah.
What's one classic wedding tradition you'd both like to see retired for good, and which one is your guilty pleasure or fave?
Ooh. I think flash mobs have got to go. I think they're creepy. And
I
think
feel like we haven't seen those in a little while. So
I think it is
on the right track there.
I think it is manipulative elder abuse to make your aunt learn choreography. And it's
anyone for that matter, maybe.
Yeah.
I love the idea of having both the father and the mother of the bride walk her down the aisle. I think
yes.
Let them both have the moment. What's up with the weird tradition of just the dad getting to walk her down the aisle? Let them both have that. And so I love that they did that in this movie too. Or the mom and the mom, if you got two moms.
Right, exactly. Both parents or your parental figures kind of making it, you know, an equal opportunity moment to share in, for sure. What about like the chicken dance or the garter toss, anything like that?
Thank God I haven't had to chicken dance at a wedding. Oh,
it's been a while for me. So
I'm relieved that I have not had to experience that.
No.
Well, you both you mentioned the family bond on set that you felt. What were some moments behind the scenes that maybe audiences didn't get to see? I mean, it seemed like you guys grew so close, but what are some fun moments that you remember just from being together on set?
I think one that I cherish was like when Andy Garcia taught me how to smoke a Cuban cigar.
Got to learn from the best.
Yeah, I was like, you know, I was really bad. I could not keep it lit. But I mean, moment of a lifetime. That was my Everest.
I love that.
I can't say I enjoyed it, but you know, it was the thought and the moment. Getting to tell people that happened is quite exhilarating and fun.
Yeah, that's an experience you don't turn down.
No.
Yeah, definitely.
We had a lot of like somehow there were like 2 or 3 big parties before we ended the movie. We didn't, you know, and like Isabela would be like singing karaoke with Diego, and I'm like, wait, they can sing too? Oh my
not fair.
They're that talented and they can sing. Okay. You know.
And oh my gosh, we were all so close. Even the crew, like we got so close that at one of these rap parties that we had, one of the 3 rap parties we had, we got to push them into the pool.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, no phones were ruined in the process.
Who went into the pool? Let's be specific.
Like everyone.
Ruben Rabasa, our 84-year-old friend, was just like in the pool, and I was like, Ruben, people are gonna fall on you. It was great.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, Chloe, before we let you go, we have to talk about SNL next season. We just said goodbye to Pete, Kate, Adi, Kyle. How does it feel to be stepping in as one of the more veteran cast members next season now?
Really wild. And it was so emotional. You know, people are always like, they're leaving, they're not, you know, and you never really know. And I didn't really believe it until it was on air and all of us were crying, especially Kate's abduction cold open. It was just like, how am I laughing and like sobbing at the same time?
No one's ever kept it together during that sketch. Like,
no way. But I think, you know, I really have like a bond with my generation and my crew. And I think it's going to be exciting to see how that unfolds. But it's nice that we've had this time to really get close. And I'm so lucky that like I got to start the show and have Kate and Adi and Kyle and Pete to look up to. I mean, you're like, it was similar to Father of the Bride, where I'm like, I get to watch Andy Garcia and Gloria stuff. This is incredible. And
I mean, hello.
Yeah. And so I'm so lucky that I got to be on the show when they were there.